Councillor Gamble.
Present.
Councillor Burley.
Present.
Councillor Carleton.
Present.
Councillor McQueen.
Present.
Councillor Desai.
Present.
Councillor Patterson. Gordon Hicks.
Here.
Councillor Clumpus. Councillor Keaveney. Councillor Body.
Present.
Councillor O'Leary. Councillor Woodbury.
Present.
Councillor Milne.
Present.
Councillor Soever.
Present.
Councillor Potter.
Present.
Councillor Robinson.
Present.
Councillor Hutchinson.
Present.
Very good. Is there any declaration of pecuniary interest? Seeing none, we'll move forward. Item number 5, adopting 5A. We have minutes of County Council and Committee of the Whole from February 14th. I'll need a mover. Councillor Patterson, seconded by Councillor Burley. Any discussion of those minutes? Seeing none, then I'll call the question. All those in favor? Are there any opposed? That's carried. Thank you very much. 5B, Long-Term Care Committee of Management, February 12th. I need a mover, please. Put it on the table. Moved by Councillor Desai and seconded by Councillor Woodbury. Right in there. You beat him. Any discussion? Kim, I believe, has...
Good morning, Council. I just wanted to update you. You'll notice on the last page of the Committee of Management minutes, there's a verbal update with regard to application for long-term care beds. At the time of this meeting, I hadn't had a chance to speak with the province. I did have that discussion with them. I have been advised by the province that there will be a new application process being announced shortly, so that will cover off both the redevelopment as well as an application for any new beds. So we'll just look forward to those new processes being announced, and when we have that material, then we can work towards getting it filled out and submitted back to the province.
Good. Excuse me, Councillor McQueen.
Councillor McQueen here.
Yes.
It happens. It's called a brain fart. Just to follow up, so the process then is you're moving forward with Rockwood of 28, so you need to get a report for Grey Gables. Time frame on that type of thing as far as getting that report back?
I'm afraid that the staff person at Ministry of Health either didn't know or wasn't at liberty to disclose when the new process would be announced. So I assume that, I took from her comments that it was sooner rather than later, but I don't have a specific date.
Be proactive, though. We're doing a study or a report on Grey Gables to see what that right number would be if to apply, correct?
We have not initiated work on that at this point.
Why not?
I haven't had time.
okay.
Sorry.
No,
I know. I think we need to probably, what I would recommend is that we bring this forward to the next Committee of Management and have a conversation about what the scope of a project like that would be, so that we can then determine appropriate resourcing and timeframes and all of that. Because you're absolutely right. In order to make a submission, I believe that some background work would be required. It's always helpful to see the application form, though, to know exactly what kind of information that they're looking for. This is the first time that we'll have had a process like this that I'm aware of.
Well, I wouldn't want to say we should wait on it too long. I mean, to do the preliminary stuff, because we know that the province is coming with the form. We know they're saying that, even yesterday I was talking about 30,000 shortfalls of long-term care. It was talked about from the Minister of Health yesterday, Christine Elliott. So my point is let's put the framework in place, because we know we're going to need to know some background on what that number is to be. Talking to our local MPP, Mr. Walker, he says, don't wait on it too long. So that's what I'm getting. Like, we need to keep moving forward. We've made the motion that we are going to apply for a minimum of 90 new beds. So, understandable that the process of application is going to change, but let's get the background, no different than the Sienna report that was produced for Rockwood Terrace. Let's get on that. And so that's my suggestion to the committee, is let's not sit on it.
We'll make sure that it's on the next agenda for discussion.
Any other discussion on these minutes? I call the question. All those in favor? Any opposed? That's carried. Thank you very much. Now we have bylaws, 4 of them. We'll get a motion to put those on the table. Councillor Milne, seconded by Councillor Mackey. Thank you. Any discussion on these bylaws? Seeing none, I'll call the question. All those in favor? Are there any opposed? That's carried. Thank you. Good news and celebrations. Councillor Desai.
Thank you, Mr. Warden. At the recently concluded OGRA conference, as I reported earlier, I was challenging the slate that the board had presented, and I'm happy to report that I was successful in getting onto the board. I finished first in the South Central Zone, and as such, I'll be serving on the board for a 2-year term. And yeah, so that's. This one might be off the record. Councillor O'Leary was very kind enough to teach me an East Coast Lobsterman song.
That was a good one.
No idea what you're talking about.
Clearly off the record.
Toronto stays in Toronto.
Well, congratulations, Councillor Desai. Yes. Any other good news? Councillor Boddy?
Yes, thank you. With regard to Councillor Desai winning that, we congratulate him. And I don't know what happened. I was lying in the hallway at some point, and I woke up with this button on, and Lord, I don't believe I put it on myself. It's possible.
You're lucky it didn't get tattooed. Anyways, continue.
Stuck for an answer. March 12th, we've got a hockey game coming up in Owen Sound. CMHA, Grey Bruce, and Barry's Construction are sponsoring this. It's a fundraiser for mental health. Some guy named Wendell Clark. Apparently everyone around here, you know, I was an Oiler fan. I don't know, apparently you guys are probably all excited about this. It's coming to play, which is kind of nice. I encourage everyone to come because it's such a good cause. You can win a trip for 2 to Banff. I'm hoping all the ambulance guys are going to be there for the simple reason that I'm playing and Brian's coaching, so I don't know what he's going to do to me. So that's March 12th, 7 p.m., Bayshore Community Centre. Hope everyone can come out.
Thank you, Councillor Milne.
Thank you, Mr. Warden, and I too want to thank my esteemed colleague across the floor on his victory. He ran on a platform of actually he didn't run on anything. He relied on his charm, his good looks, and his wit, and
Singing.
Actually, I have no idea how he won, but in all honesty, I want to congratulate you, Councillor Desai. You'll do a wonderful job for Grey County, I'm sure, and best wishes in your newest endeavor.
Thank you. Nicely done. See, you do like him. You do. Okay, any other good news and celebrations? Councillor McQueen.
Mr. Warden and County Council, I'd like to just sort of commend the community of Singhampton. On Monday of this past week, there was a number of stranded residents, or not residents, but stranded people from Highway 24 and a number of roads closed. We're quite aware that the community came forward and created a warming center in their community center and fed the people from Ireland, Loretta's in Singhampton, and so a big thanks to those people that helped. I got an email this morning from a fellow who was from Toronto that was quite grateful for the community support that they received from being stranded. So again, that's just a big part of Grey County and what we do up here, and again, that's why we're great people in Grey County.
Great. Hold on. Anything else? I'll look for a motion to adjourn. Always look over to you, Councillor Burley, but you don't have your hand up. Councillor Carlton, seconded by Councillor Klumpus.